Guys, my wish list is endless. It's endless. Why do I have... Stop it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariam, aka Secret Sister Sense, and today I'm gonna do the fragrance personality tag. Please hit like on this video and comment for engagement. Thank you so much. So the creator of this tag is by Simply Ayesha, and I'll put her channel in the description. I've seen this trend float around on YouTube lately and I wanted to kind of jump on the train. So, okay, let's start. Oh crap, that's gonna be catching on there a lot, aren't you? Gosh, I love Tiffany, but flip's sake. Oh my god, I didn't even get the first fragrance up. This is such a mess already. Okay, so the first question is, what is your boss babe scent? And as much as I want to pull out Libre, trust me, I've included this in so many of my boss babe, any of my content creation, and I'm talking about a fragrance that genuinely makes me feel like a boss babe, it's gonna be Libre. I don't know if subconsciously it's because it has that lavender note in it that kind of gives it like a slight masculine touch, but it's not masculine at all. It's got tons of vanilla, orange blossom. Oh, it's just spicy, it's edgy, but at the same time it's kind of mass pleasing. If I am just gonna go with the obvious choice, it would probably be Libre Intense, by the way. If I'm gonna try and be a little bit different, I would probably go for Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. This was one of the first kind of strange fragrances I ever fell in love with, and it is one of the fragrances that kind of got me into fragrances. I've always loved Tobacco Vanille. It's a gorgeous, warm, spicy, sweet tobacco, so it doesn't smell like an ashtray. It's got a beautiful cacao note in there, so it's kind of powdery chocolatey, but not really. That cacao kind of helps sweeten the tobacco even more. At the same time, it's very spicy. I feel like any sweet, spicy fragrance is a boss babe scent to me, because the spice kind of gives it like a, oh, what's she wearing? So I really try to not pick up Libre, guys, I promise. Next question is probably one of my favorite questions. What is your go-to bedtime fragrance? First of all, yes, I do wear fragrance to bed, probably almost every night. I always reach for chocolate fragrance or something very vanillic. I'm really trying to just stick with one fragrance for each question, but let's just make an exception for me, okay? Probably between Chocolate Affair by Dua and Chocolate Greedy by Montal. A Chocolate Affair, I think it genuinely has a lactonic, milky, like a hot chocolate accord to it. So this, oh my god, every time I smell it, I genuinely do love a hot chocolate before bed, and this just comforts me so much. It makes me feel like I'm drinking a very slightly zesty hot chocolate, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's kind of ironic because it does have a coffee note in it, but it doesn't make me feel like, you know, most coffee fragrances kind of give me that caffeine, subconsciously give me that caffeine boost thing, but this doesn't. This actually makes me feel comfy and cozy and sleepy, and I love this before bed. I think it's quite powdery. Same with Chocolate Greedy, it has that powderiness to it that I love. They're not similar, but they're similar enough that I do reach for them both, so I don't know what they both share. They both share something that I love to wear to bed. By the way, I don't douse myself. I literally do a couple of sprays on my neck or on my pajamas and I'm good to go. So the third question is, what is your hug in a bottle? And it has to be Narciso Rodriguez Poudre. I love saying it with that accent, Poudre. Oh, this one is literally a hug in a bottle. I always describe this as like Johnson's & Johnson's baby powder. I don't think this has any powdery notes in it, but it genuinely gives off a powdery vibe. Very comforting fragrance, and people describe this as like a mother's hug. It's very sweet, it's very cloud-like. It's just beautiful. I just love this. And that was actually the reason I bought it. I bought it because of how comforting and powdery, and it actually feels like a hug in a bottle. Narciso Rodriguez Poudre. Question 4. This one's a bit of a saucy one. What is your secret weapon of mass seduction? Hello? It has to be Chocolate Queen by Navitas. Mad for this. We love it so much that we ended up buying another bottle just to share between us because he kept wanting to wear my one. Very seductive in my opinion. It's chocolate, but it's not overly sweet. It's the most grown-up gourmand I have in my collection. It's not overly sweet, it's very dark chocolate, a little bit playful, but at the same time it's quite serious because it's got that boozy Irish cream in there. It's got like a nuttiness to it. It's absolutely stunning. When I read that question, this was the first fragrance that popped into my mind. Question number 5. What is a fragrance that you love but you can't part with? Poison Girl by Dior. I don't know what it is, but I just never find myself wearing this. Look at that bottle. Look at that. It's literally full to the top. I mean, I did have a partial and I did sell the partial just so I can enjoy a brand new bottle, but I'm still not reaching for this. I sprayed this the other night thinking, should I just sell this? No, I love this. I really enjoy this fragrance, but there's other things I enjoy more, but at the same time I just can't part with you. Every time I go through a declutter phase, I think about it and then I change my mind. I'm like, no, but I really enjoy this. It has a sweetness to it that I love, like a creamy almond. I think it's got orange blossom. It does get sweeter the longer it's on my skin. It's got tonka bean in there. I do get like a licorice vibe from this as well, which I really love. I did spray it the other day and turned his head and gave me a little nod, so that always means that it's a win. I'm gonna keep it. It is nice. I just don't reach for it as much. I promise I'm gonna wear you more, okay, Miss Dior? Question number 6. One of your favorite fragrances that you don't wear enough. La Belle Le Parfum. I love this. This is one of my favorite fragrances, but I just don't wear her enough. I get more use and wear out of the original, so this one's more of my daily. This is actually one of my signature fragrances. I wear this all the time. Don't be fooled by that dent. I actually have another bottle and it's like down to there, so I wear this a ton. It's just more wearable to me, whereas this one is more sickly sweet, a little bit more heavy on the tonka bean, more for the night time. Something more sticky sweet, syrupy about it. There's no cherry, but as I always say, I really do feel like there's a cherry in this. It's beautiful for the nighttime. I absolutely love this, but I just, like, it's one of my favorite fragrances, but I just don't reach for it, and I need to wear you more as well. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's because I wear this one so much, but I love them equally. Jean Paul Gaultier, La Belle Le Parfum, Eau de Parfum, Eau Dense, Le Parfum. So question number 7 is, what is a fragrance you would recommend for a beginner that wants to smell unique? The first one that pops in my mind, and I did go through my collection to find the most unique, but at the same time still likable. This is Angel Muse EDT. It is discontinued, but you can still find it floating around. This has a stunning hazelnut chocolate cocoa spread. This has like a passion fruit orange lemon opening, which is my literal nightmare. I don't like fragrances that are too tart, so this one did have to grow on me. It has that hazelnut chocolate spread, and it's such an unusual combination to have in a fragrance. Yeah, but it works. The notes, they do low-key kind of clash, but they work, and it's so unique. One of my summer signatures. I love this in the summertime because of how tart that opening is, and then it dries down quite sweet, but not sickly sweet because of the tartness. Does that make sense? Chocolate and caramel and vetiver in the base. I don't know why they've stopped making it, but yeah, if there's anything similar to this, let me know, because I do really enjoy this one. That was Angel Muse Eau de Toilette. What is a fragrance that you love but everyone seems to hate? We all saw this coming. Black Opium by YSL. Why do people hate on this? I have no freaking idea. It's popular and everyone wears it or wore it for a reason. You know what I mean? It's the same with La Vie Belle. I hate when people jump on the bandwagon. I mean, I don't like La Vie Belle for my own reasons. You can't just not like something because everyone likes it. Stop trying to be different. In the beginning, when everyone started to hate this, it did kind of feel like a guilty pleasure thing. It was like, oh, I should probably hate this too. Yeah, but I don't. I really like this. It's one of those dumb reach fragrances that you don't have to think about. You just grab it and wear it. Coffee, but more heavy on the vanilla. This is in a limited edition packaging. I love this packaging. What is an overhyped fragrance that you currently own? Really hope I don't hurt a few people here who love Navitus, and I love Navitus, but Venom of Love. This was so hyped at one point on YouTube and Instagram, and I did blind buy it. I blind bought it pre-loved though. It sounded like I would love it, and I do really like it, but I expected more, guys. I don't get any chocolate from this. This is, I don't want to say it, it smells like a boozier version of Lost Cherry. They both have, I think they both even have bitter almond. Oh my god, it's insane how similar these are. The thing that annoyed me the most was the fact that I just literally wasn't getting any chocolate from this, and I still don't. I know. No guys, it just needs a bit more amped up chocolate. I think they were a bit scared. I don't know what it was. This has to sit on my skin and almost completely fade before I get a little bit of that chocolate. It's just not chocolatey enough for me, but it's not so much of an issue because it does layer so beautifully with Chocolate Queen. These two together, I actually forget to layer these sometimes, but they layer so nicely together. It's very pretty, very likable, very mass pleasing, but it smells too much like Lost Cherry to me. I don't know. Another one I really want to quickly touch on is Cheirosa 62. Yeah, no, I bought that and instantly sold it. I was like, this is just a very watered down soapy version of Ellie Saab Girl of Now. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm definitely more of a Cheirosa 71 girl. What is a fragrance on the chopping block? I don't want to keep a fragrance if it's just meh. One at the moment on the chopping block is Jo Malone Tuberose Angelica. I am all for tuberose. I love tuberose fragrances. I die for tuberose. But this one, first of all, why do they cost so much? I have no idea. There's something soapy about this tuberose. It's not sweet enough, and I like my tuberoses to be almost candied sweet, which most of the time it does come across like that. But this one, it's just, I hate that word boring, but it really is boring, and I have more tuberose fragrances in my collection that I'm enjoying more, and I just feel like this needs to go to another home. So yeah, that's on the chopping block at the moment. What is the last fragrance that you purchased? Vanille Absolute by Montal. It's actually still in the book. This actually arrived today. This is going to be in a Black Friday haul, possibly. What fragrance is at the top of your wish list? Oh, guys, my wish list is endless. It's endless. Why do I have, stop it. Why does my wish list, every time I think I'm getting to the end, there's a new one that I want. The two that I have at the top of my brain right now, Accidental à la Vanille. I don't care, I'm waiting, I'm going to blind buy it eventually, just because Gourmand Bukhur was such a success for me. Oh my gosh. I heard Accidental à la Vanille smells like Biscoff. Who doesn't want to smell like Biscoff? Do you know what I mean? And by Kerosene, Dirty Flower Factory. I have a sample of that and I'm savouring it, and I spray it every so often just to double check I want a full bottle. Oh, I need a full bottle. That's the fragrance that has made me start to declutter some rose fragrances in my collection, because that is the ultimate rose fragrance, guys. It smells almost incensey. It's a smoky, incensey, earthy, almost dirty but kind of sweet rose. It's just so unique. I want a rose that smells unique, and that's a very unique take on a rose fragrance. Those are the two on my wish list at the moment. Two on my wish, I literally have like 200 on my wish list. What is your one fragrance for life? Pause the video and comment what you think. If you've been following me long enough, from before I even could speak, from before I even came out the womb, this one. Came out the womb, that's a bit extravagant, but anyway. Insolence, Eau de Parfum or Eau de Toilette, I don't care. Probably more the Eau de Toilette, but I've already made an entire video talking about how much I love this fragrance. I feel like this fragrance fits every category. I actually have to fight myself to not pick it up every time I'm talking about a fragrance category, because it literally fits every category. It's sweet, but it's a bit floral, but it's a bit powdery, but it's a little bit syrupy. It's edgy, but it's girly. Like, I don't know, and I also feel like it's quite mass pleasing, but it's still unique enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, this has this is the fragrance. This is the fragrance. I told you I could talk forever about this fragrance. I just love it so much. Anyway, that's the reason that I filmed a video on it. The best fragrance of all time. Hope you guys enjoyed this short, sweet video. So if you haven't already done this video, I tag everyone watching to do this video. Really enjoyed chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Thank you so much for subscribing and showing love. I really appreciate it. Please hit the thumbs up on this video. It really motivates me to make more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!